Contestant number 4, Alka, Bromiley. Be silent no more. Be silent no more. Alka, Bromiley.
Say sorry or I'll drop you. Say sorry or I will drop you. Say sorry or I will drop you. Those were the words my boyfriend bellowed at me. He had me hanging from our balcony, 12 stories high, concrete below. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He pulled me up slowly. My feet hit the floor. I looked into his cold eyes. No more, no more, no more. I turned around. I ran down the stairs. I ran out the door. I never went back. Contest master, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, humble judges. Today we meet in isolation, imprisoned, inside. This is how a victim feels every day, except today they can't practice social distancing from their abuser. I know because I was a victim of domestic violence. How could I be a victim? This smart, sophisticated, strong woman. Let me tell you my story. I was 8 years old. I lived in England and I loved to swim. My granddad and I would walk to swimming class every Tuesday. We would laugh and joke. Alka, you're such a lucky girl. Indian girls don't swim. They stayed home to cook and clean, training to be good wives for future husbands. But you are training to be a champion. One day you will be an international contest champion. I would put on my red bathing suit, dive into the pool, and glide like a swan. Me, a champion. By the age of 11, things changed. I remember looking at myself in the mirror one morning. I was a woman and I was distinguished. This was puberty. Next Tuesday, we walked to class in silence. I stepped into the changing rooms. All eyes looked at me. Those skinny girls stared. They pointed and they laughed. I was bullied for being fat, for being brown, for being different. I will never forget how I felt. Any dream of being a champion was shattered. By the age of 18, I lacked confidence. I met a man and fell madly in love. Within 3 weeks of our relationship, he slapped me. I stayed for 7 years. Do you wonder why people stay in abusive relationships? I was afraid of the beatings and the bruises, but the mental abuse was brutal, the controlling, the manipulating, the brainwashing, making me believe I was worthless. And my abuser? I thought I could change him. He made me feel sorry for him. He silenced me. Have you ever been in a situation where you just can't find a way out alone? I joined a help group like Alcoholics Anonymous. It was Toastmasters. Toastmasters stopped me from being anonymous. When I share my stories of guilt and grief and lacking gratitude, people hug me. I needed to hear that. I thought I was the only one, she said. Me too, he said. Toastmasters, I thank you for giving me the courage to share my story. We provide an essential service. We help to change lives. We help to save lives. We help victims become victorious, like champions. We provide hope and happiness. Let's face it, some of those humorous speeches are hilarious. They help us to heal. I did find love. My husband, Dean. He isn't a Toastmaster, but he appreciates me being distinguished. I'm the talker, he's the listener. He likes to call it selective hearing, especially when I'm talking. Together, we create happy memories in the hope that the sad ones will fade. I still have nightmares. Dean sleeps next to me, half awake, ready to throw his arms around me when I awake from my terrors. The past doesn't go away, but now I'm not alone. People all over the world are suffering in silence, bullied as children, abused as adults, too afraid to speak out. If that is you, you are not alone. Be silent no more. That could be the person sat right next to you. Reach out. Tell them. Be silent no more. Tell them. Be silent no more. Contest chat.